All right, so we're out here at Third Thursday in Somerville, which is a pretty busy situation, as you can see. And so what we're doing with Murdock, we've walked him in around the crowd, and we're allowing him to just get used to situations like this using all his senses, right? He has no eyes, so we're allowing him to use all his senses to observe and take in everything that's going on around him. Of course, while we're doing this process, I'm gonna, just like we've built up, I'm gonna touch him, let him know where I'm at. I'm gonna touch him to reward him, just like we've been doing. So I just say his name, Murdock. If he can hear me, I'll touch him, show him where my hand is, and then I'll show him a food reward to build a positive association to everything that's going on around us. Now I will give him a correction. He is 100% conditioned on the remote collar, Murdock. So I will give him a correction if he steps too far out of line, or if for some reason he reacts at something, which up to this point he hasn't, but let's say he reacts at something, I will give him a correction and redirect him. But you can notice he's just kind of observing things that are going on around him. His ears are changing position, so right now they're just in a neutral position. As he continues to observe things and take in information, he's doing a lot of smelling, which is what we would expect, especially with him having no eyes. But if you see his ears shift to 100% forward, that means he's showing a lot of attention at something. So that could be, you know, that something is spooking him or triggering him, but it could be he's just super aware of something. But you notice his ears right now maintaining this position. That's showing us a lot of neutrality. He's just taking in stuff that's going on in the environment. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna walk a little bit so I can show you guys that, and then we'll put him in another downstay in a different area so you guys can observe that. Now when I say heel, Murdock heel, I'm gonna give a little bit of a tug in the leash just to show him where I'm at. And with him, different than other dogs, like with most dogs that we train that have all senses, including their eyes, we're not gonna be tugging on the leash, but in this case, I am tugging on the leash to give him a sense of direction and also to communicate to him, let him know when I'm slowing down, let him know when I'm moving, stuff like that. You also may notice, okay, so we come up on an item here, I'm just letting him figure that out as we come up and cross it, okay? So we come up on the curb, he's just smelling a few things. Again, I'm pulling into that leash a little bit to give him a little bit of signaling of which way we're going. Now, most dogs, when we heel, we don't let them sniff. I'm obviously allowing him to sniff. That is a major sense for him. So I want him to feel like he can sniff as long as he stays close to me. Now, if he pulls hard against me, I'm gonna say no, give a quick correction, and then I'm gonna use that leash to guide him to me. If that correction was too much, which it was, I'm gonna turn down my level, which I'm doing as I'm walking, okay? But I want him to feel comfortable, kind of moving around a little bit, sniffing things, you know, so that he doesn't run into anything. But if he does a hard stop, or if he just stops moving with me, right, I am gonna give him a correction at that point. So what I've done at this point is I've kind of moved away from some major crowd areas. Let me go ahead and stop real quick. Murdock, sit. Murdock, down. No, Murdock, down. Good boy. Stay. Okay, so as soon as I put him in the down, you can see those hips relax, which is what we're looking for. Everything we've done up to this point, I'm still doing. So whenever he's doing the right thing, I'm gonna say good, provide that reward to him. I'm obviously gonna be using a lot of rewards during this session because I want to build very good, positive experience in this type of situation. I'm also doing where we touch his head with the back of my hand and then providing the reward to him so he knows where my hand's at, okay? But his hips are relaxed, his tail is relaxed, his ears maintain neutrality, so I like seeing all that. It tells me that overall he's comfortable, right? The main thing with him, while we're moving, I'm gonna be providing more guidance to him via the leash than I would with like a normal dog, obviously, because he needs some more guidance because he can't see anything, he can't see where I'm going. He also may put his shoulder or check my leg with his shoulder or head. That's him feeling me, paying attention to where I'm going, okay? But obviously he's holding his downstay with little to no issue, okay, as I'm moving around. Now with Murdock, because of his handicap, you know, I'm not at the point where I want to drop this leash yet, just because if I do need to provide communication to him, I want to feel comfortable doing that. But he's showing me he's super relaxed, not a lot of traffic behind the main strip here. So over here we got the main strip with most people moving. Right here he's pretty relaxed, he's good to go. So we're gonna walk a little bit further, okay? Murdock, heel. So again, he's maintaining a pretty good position with me. He's sniffing, I'm fine with that. If he does that hard stop, I'm gonna say no, give a correction. But like I was saying earlier, unlike with most dogs, I will provide a little bit of leash, guidance, and tension that I normally wouldn't provide, but he needs that to know directionals on where to go, okay? So I'm gonna walk over here past these food trucks. If you can look where I'm walking, you see this hump in the road right here, this little bit of a raised up barrier. I'm gonna let him approach that on his own and kind of go over that, okay? So he doesn't trip or anything like that. Here's another scenario. We got some stairs right here, right? A little bit of leash guidance to keep him with me, and I want him to figure out these stairs, right? I'm not rushing him. I'm just using the leash to guide him up these stairs, and I just want him to get comfortable with the situation like that, and that will go a long way in helping build his confidence and helping him get comfortable in a variety of places. But again, I'm letting him kind of observe the environment with his senses that are online. Okay, whenever I stop, I give a little bit of leash guidance. Murdock, sit. No. Good boy. Murdock, down. No. Okay, good. Now if I ask him to do something, I still am going to hold him accountable. Good boy. Back of the hand. Then we show him the food in the front of the hand right there. Okay. But if you noticed, as soon as he went into that down position, that downstay position, his hips immediately relaxed, his tail's relaxed, his ears are relaxed. As people walk by, as people do their thing, you know, he's just observing the sounds of all that and the smell of all that as he's going through it, okay? But notice people walk by. I did grab short on the leash in case he got spooked or whatever, but notice there was no reactions on his part. So I'm building trust in him. He's building trust in me as we go through this process together. But he's demonstrating very good relaxation as people move around, stuff like that. So this is a great session. This is what we're doing with him currently to build up his understanding of what's going on and developing his ability to use his senses. The next step will be continuing sessions like this, but also working towards interacting with strangers, which will be a big deal for him. And we'll show you how we do that as we get to that, okay? Stay tuned. You know, throw us a comment below. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if you have any feedback or questions. Y'all have a good one.